Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Justin. Today's message is going to be called When God Shatters Your Strength. And we're going to be going over 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 9. This happened that we may not rely on ourselves, but on God who raises the dead. Now, Paul isn't talking about a bad day. He's talking about a death sentence over his own life. A point of pressure so deep, so crushing, that human strength had nothing left to offer. He had reached the end of himself, but he saw the beginning of God. And Paul said something that most believers never want to admit. God allowed this so I could stop relying on myself. See, we try to do things ourselves all the time and we fail. But we're so prideful that we never think to look up. God is waiting to help you. Stop trying to do things by yourself. Hear me. God is not committed to protecting your confidence in you. He is committed to destroying it. And not because he hates you, but because self-reliance is spiritual suicide. The more that you think that you can do things on your own, the further that you drift away from God. You were never meant to carry yourself. You were never meant to do life alone. You were never meant to be apart from God. You were never meant to sustain yourself. So sometimes God will let the weight get so heavy that your plans fail, your pride dissolves, and all that remains is, God, if you don't help me, I'm finished. God, if you don't help me, I'm as good as dead. God, I cannot do this without you. And that is exactly where resurrection power begins. With a heart that is fully surrendered, nothing is impossible. You don't see the God who raises the dead until something in you finally dies. Your pride, your arrogance, your self-reliance, your independence, your ego, your illusion of control. Now, Paul didn't say God brought me here to punish me. No, he said God brought me here to free me from myself. Some of you are begging God to remove situations that he's using to remove your self-reliance. You're asking him to lighten the burden that he's using to lighten your pride. This happened, Paul says, so that your faith would not rest in your strength, what you could do, who you are, but in the God who raises the dead, the God who never fails, in his strength, the God who revives what you've ruined and resurrects what you thought was over, what you had given up on, what you had lost hope in. So stop fighting the breaking. The breaking is setting you free. Learn all that there is in the suffering, because there is a beautiful thing that God does in the suffering that we otherwise could not learn in things being peaceful. Think about it. When you're on a couch and you're comfortable, you don't move until something makes you uncomfortable. And then you move. You switch your position until you get comfortable again. There are situations in life that we're going to go through that are going to force us to move. That take us from being comfortable to being uncomfortable. That makes us want to switch our position, switch our mindset. That take us from being blind to being able to see, from being deaf and then now being able to hear. God does beautiful things in the ugly, and God can do so much with your little faith, your little strength, if only you would surrender it to him. Learn all that there is in that season, and don't try to get out right away, because God is with you. If you enjoyed this message, subscribe for more daily Bible content. If you have any questions, please put it down below. If you're struggling and need of any prayer, I encourage you to put it down below, and I'll pray for all of you. I love you, and Jesus loves you. Stay true, stay rooted, and stay with God.
Teach me how to pray. Teach me how to worship.